Hey, what's going on, huh? What happened? No, I thought we was waiting on I thought we was waiting on my cousin. Where he at? Oh, all right. So you want me to get dressed? All right. So I'm gonna get dressed. All right. Let me get dressed. I'm gonna do this video real quick. All right. Hey, what's going on, Lineage? What's up, man? This is your brother Chip Kalanago. Like I said, out here in Guadeloupe, man. I just want to show you real quick. All right. Those are chilled like this right here is a school. All right. Okay. And those are just children coming out of school right now. But I'm doing this video for a particular reason to show you something. You see all these children right here? Look, all these children are American Aborigines. You see? Once again, look at the phenotype. You see what I'm saying? Y'all, a lot of you are not gonna get this. Now, like I said, I'm in Guadeloupe right now, right? And we have to think about it. Guadeloupe, like all literally the majority of all the countries in the Americas, the general population is over 90% copper colored people. All right. Now you have to you have to really think about what I'm expressing here, right? Over 90%, 95%, I could even extend it to 95% of the people are copper colored people. So they're still giving us the illusion that all these people all over the Americas that are copper colored, so-called black people, we came here on slave ships as as Africans, right? And they give you a small demographic of a pale skinned Siberian Mexican looking people as the indigenous people. Like, when are we going to stop and say, nah, something just ain't right? But again, when you look at all these children, all these people, you could tell we all look alike all over the Americas. The only place in the world you could go and see copper colored races of people, and they all have a certain physiognomy, they all have a certain physical body type, is in the Americas. When you go to Africa and all the African countries, they all look differently for the most part. They look differently. But it's only in the Americas when you see one Aboriginal, you see us all. Why is that? Why is that? And you don't realize the influence that US media has all on people all over the world, especially the youth. So my brothers and sisters, all I'm asking y'all is this. Those of us who know the truth, man, listen, let's stand up, man. Let's come together and let's attack this media. You feel me? The rap music, the trap music, the low vibrational media. We got to stand up against that. Because you see, the world is waiting on us to stand up. The world is waiting on us to rise, and we have to take control. It's the only way it's gonna happen. I'm telling y'all, it's the only way it's gonna happen. And we gotta stop playing these games, man. We gotta stop playing these games. I came here yesterday from Dominica, right? The flight, the flight. I think it's called what is it called? Anyway, the agent I booked the flight from, the company, they having some situation in terms of the flight situation. So I was supposed to be back in the US November 8th. So literally I couldn't find my flight. So I called them yesterday and they apologized. They're like, okay, this happened, blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to be here until November 11th. So I won't be back in the US until Saturday. Now, I'm cool with it because I always say everything happens for a reason. You feel me? So I was supposed to, like I said, be back in the US November 8th, but now it's November 11th. So I'm going to be here, doing what I got to do. I'll do some videos, spend some time with my uncles, my aunties, my cousins, etc., etc. You feel me? But I'm just doing this video to show you once again. Don't be tricked and fooled. Okay? We American Aborigines, we are one people. It doesn't matter where we at, anywhere in the Americas. You see this? Look, you tell me the difference between these children and what you see in the US coming from school. Tell me. I'll wait. I'll wait. Look, you tell me. I'll wait. Hmm? You see, you have to travel to see these things. You have to travel to see your mirror reflection all over the Americas and how they look like your sons and daughters and your cousins and your nieces and your nephews. But you see, they have the schools, the same thing. My auntie was just telling me, in fact, my uncle was just telling me over the weekend, right in front of a club, a situation happened, boom. Gunshots, a couple of people got killed. It's the same thing that's happening all over the US because wherever our people are at, that's what they do. They promote violence in the music, and even the indigenous music out here in the islands is changing because of the trap music that the media is promoting, with the killing and the shooting and women being called bitches, and everything is about sex and violence. And we don't realize the impact we are having all over the world. When I went to England, it was the same thing. My brothers and sisters, man, we got to take responsibility. If we don't, there's a spiritual karma. We don't realize that. There's a spiritual karma. We have an obligation, and we have to step up to that spiritual obligation, man. I keep telling y'all, I can't do this alone. I can't do it alone, bruh. You feel me? And our children are the ones suffering because of that, because we're not stepping up and take the initiative to do what we got to do. This is real. This is real. And we have to come together and make this thing happen. All right? Because everybody else is depending on us in terms of visual, what they hear. Okay, what they hear and what they see. And what the media is pushing is the low vibrational ish. And we out here promoting it in the US and thinking it's all fun and games. It's not fun and games, man. We got to do something. Okay? And I'm just looking and waiting for the righteous ones to step up, to step up, like I said before, man. It is really that simple. All right? So I'm not gonna, make this a long video. I just basically, like I said, I was just gonna come on here and just share this information. But of course, they speak a little French out here. They speak a certain kind of like French, but Guadeloupe has its own form of Creole. Just like St. Lucia has its form of Creole, Dominica has its form of Creole. You see what I'm saying? Okay. The same culture is being promoted. That's a young girl right there, but guess what? That's a butch. You see what I'm saying? So all that stuff is being promoted, and we don't realize the influence we have on the world by what we are promoting. You dig? All the countries all over the Americas, over 95% of the people are copper-colored people. But we are to believe, and I'm using that word believe because in the word believe is the word lie. So therefore, it's a damn lie. We are to believe that we all came from Africa on slave ships. That's interesting. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, you see, churches all over. It started with the church, the religion. The church was the first trap house. Okay. It was. That's just facts. All right. But I want y'all to know, man, right here in the US, we have to start making the change. And how are we going to do that? We have to start changing the music. We have to start protesting against the type of music that's being promoted to our children. All right? We have to start there, because the music is the heart is the soul, and that's what's happening right now. Our children are being sacrificed through this music, and it's happening all over the world. And we don't realize the influence and the impact we have as the Aborigines in the US. We don't realize that. But I'm the one traveling, so I'm showing you. That's why I'm doing these videos, not to impress you, but to impress upon you that these things are real and it's happening. Okay? It's happening. Come on, look at them. American Aborigines. See what I'm talking about? I love our people, man. All right. But anyway, I'm about to get out of here, man. Just wanted to share that little bit of information with y'all and let y'all know this is not a game. You feel me? It's not a game. We got to step up. Those of us that's in the US, we got to step up. We got to come together. We got to take it back, man. We got to take it back. We have to. I'm not telling you I think we should. I know we can, and we are going to. I'm playing my part. How about you? You feel me? Same thing. Look, they're coming from school, eating sodas. I mean, drinking sodas, not eating sodas. They, this fast foods. You know what I mean? All that stuff is being promoted. Same thing that's happening in the U.S. because it's happening all over the world. It was designed that way, my brothers and sisters. They even have the, like I told y'all about the little projects they have in Dominica. They got it out here too. Okay. I mean, it may look a little better, but it's the same mentality because they're promoting drugs, sex, alcohol, drugs, smoking. That's all our young people are doing because that's what's being promoted. You feel me? My brothers and sisters, man, I keep pleading to y'all, man. I'm to a point where I don't even want to say begging, man, because I don't want to put myself in a position to be begging people to come together and let's make this thing happen, man. This thing is open. It's there for the taking. Let's take it. Let's take it back. Let's take back our birthright, man. Come on. We are the majority. If we are the majority, what are we afraid of? Our biggest enemies, I promise you, are the people that's going to look like us. Not the pale skinned people. No. The ones who look like us are going to be our biggest threat because these people are indoctrinated, man. The majority of them are vibrating on a low frequency. So they are going to be our biggest challenge. I dare you to prove me wrong. Go look into your own households and see how many of your family members that will stand with you because you're an American Indian. Prove me wrong. Because now they want to be black. They want to be African American. They want to be from a place, a birthright, claim a birthright that's not theirs. Spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, all type of lead. Shit, might as well just throw in Bruce Lee in there. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy, man. Look at the afros. Come on. Indigenous children, man. Indigenous sons and daughters. But like I said, man, I could only show you. I could only play my part. I could only voice my frustration. I could only vent. I can't do it alone, man. In as much as I want to do and so much I know how to do, I know how to do it. It's not like as if I don't know. Our ancestors have graced me with the knowledge and the tenacity. You see what I'm saying? To know these things and how to do it and how to implement it and how to apply it. I know how to do it. I can't do it alone. And yes, no matter where we go, we're going to face opposition, especially, like I said, from the people who look like us. And it's cool. It is what it is. But because of the age that we're living in right now, they're irrelevant. No disrespect. They are irrelevant because they cannot prevent anything from happening. Because we are living in the age where everything that was hidden in the dark, it has to come to light. The veil has been lifted. So it's time for the righteous to rise. I don't care what color your complexion is. It makes no difference. As long as you respect me for who I am, I'm going to respect you for who you are. The moment you start going overboard, that's when we got a problem. Trying to take away my autochthon inheritance away from me, then we got a problem. Trying to take my birthright away from me, then we got a problem. But if you respect me for who I am because you know the damn truth, then we cool. Let's stand on the principles of righteousness and we could do it together. You feel me? Come on, look. You tell me what's the difference between these two young brothers walking here like that. Okay? Then what you see in the US, whether it's Brooklyn, whether it's Chicago, whether it's California, it doesn't matter. Look, the only difference is they speak in French. That's the only difference. You tell me. Like I said, wherever you go in the Americas, you see one Aboriginal, you see them all. You see, you have to broaden the scope of your mind. You have to get out that little cage that you're in, thinking that the US is the Americas. The US is not the Americas, bruh. The US is a corporation created in the Americas. But when we are talking about the organic land, even the organic land, what we call the continental US, it is not America. It is only part of America. And each state is actually a country. That's why each of them got a governor. Each of them got their own constitution. You feel me? So I'm just here to give y'all the facts, man. Do what y'all want with the information. All right? Anyway, my uncle is about to take me out. So I did a little workout earlier. And yeah, man, I was looking forward to coming back into the US November 8th. But hey, things happen. The airline gave me a credit, so they gave me a credit. So it's all good. And I'll be back November 11th. So like I said, everything happened for a reason. So I'm just gonna enjoy Guadeloupe for the the remainder of the time that I have here. And if I have to do some videos, I will. All right, and I'll do that. I want y'all to know I love y'all, man. I love y'all. And for those of you who don't know, you may know me, you may not know me. It is what it is, man. I just want y'all to know that you have a real brother in me. You have a righteous brother in me. You have one. You have found one, even if you don't know, but you have found one of the real ones. Okay, you have found one of the real ones, and a lot of you may not realize it. A lot of you may not know it just yet. But like I said, soon enough, you're gonna know who I am because everything is gonna come to light. All right, but we have to take back our birthright. It's time, man. It's due. All right, indigenous children, American Aborigines. They being taught they from Africa on slave ships. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. My brothers and sisters in the US, we are the answer, man. I was sent to build that bridge. I was sent to open your eyes. You don't realize that. We are one people, man. It is time to rise and take back our birthright, man. And it starts with us in the US. We have to do it. The world is waiting for us to change because they are using the media and they are not showing the positive aspects of what we are doing. They are not showing us Aborigines waking up, talking about who we are. They're not showing that. You know, I'm out here, so I know what they're promoting is the violence, the drugs, the music with the smoking and all that stuff and disrespecting women, and that's all they are seeing because that's what's being promoted. So we have to take the initiative and start attacking these companies, send letters and let them know now we ain't doing that no more. And we have to start putting them on blast. You see, those are the things we have to start doing instead of engaging in all the distractions. You see, when you know your purpose, you know your purpose. It's really that simple. That's an indigenous woman right here. You feel me? Absolutely. We are the answer. All right. All right, cool. So anyway, y'all enjoy your 24. Like I said, I'm about to get out of here and go eat some French food, whatever that is. you know. But I love y'all for real, man. I really do. I really do. And I'm not mad, I'm not upset. It's just my passion. You know what I mean? That's all it is. All right. So y'all enjoy the rest of your 24. Like I said, wherever I go, if I see something that, I feel like I need to record and share it with y'all, I'll do that. But when I come back November 11th, again, it's gonna be another spread of just doing work and putting things together because like I said, man, I'm just gonna play my part and whoever meet me halfway. It is what it is, but I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna continue to walk with this journey. I thank my ancestors. I thank our ancestors for the small group of people that they have sent so far. And we are an amazing group of people, man. And I know we are going to shake some foundations. I know this. So I'm grateful and gratitude to our ancestors for that. I continue to ask them for sending the righteous indigenous people amongst us, okay, so that we could come together and restore our birthright. All right. And we are going to make it happen. You see that? Look at the sun right here. No chemtrails. No chemtrails. All right. No chemtrails. Even if the sun is hot, you could feel a breeze. The humidity is different. You dig? All right. So we'll talk a little later. All right. One love.